course, on this Thanksgiving, M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland, Thanksgiving night wraps up with the continuation of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. And a big one in the AFC North is the Cincinnati Bengals meet the Baltimore Ravens. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
Get up! Touch the Eagle! Ready, ready?
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Forced out left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28 yards.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
Come on, set! Panther 60, Panther 60! Ready!
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready! 70 Timberwolves, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Daniels to throw on second down. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they...
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Baltimore. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Pass's kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll go play action with Darnold. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
60 Bison.
A give. This is Irvin. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
Toro will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, in that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he will score. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Bengals. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Two. 19 Lions. 19, 18.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit for a catch than it does after a drop.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniel. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Andre Yosivach was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Deputy Lions.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Go set. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready? 70, Bronco 80. Let go.
The handoff, it's Irvin. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Pat! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go!
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Gonna get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Okay, ready?
3rd down and 3.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
So, 1 quarter in the books on this Thanksgiving night. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hey. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run with Irving. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And 3rd down coming up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This about as short as you can get. Passes kick is good. And the Ravens will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here comes Horton. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Jake Bigsby. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Darnold to throw. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Darnold, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
37-yard line.
Ready.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll start this on the ground with Cora. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Here's Daniels. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
18, behind it, crack roll 80. Ready?
Throwing now, Daniel. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10.
50-yard line.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hut, hut.
Here's a handoff to Coral. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw is Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
7 Pirates, 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll throw with Daniels. Open man is Smith. He's got him. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Cougar 19. Go.
On the give, this is their fullback, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Third and 5.
19 Lions. Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now Daniels moving left, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Red. Cowboy 80. Let go.
Throwing is Daniels. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback recognizing when you're open, stay open.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Blake Corum, touchdown Ravens. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point by pass is good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Horton. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Now, Darnold. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. Darnold. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 33 yards. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Now it's the Arizona product, that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second as it comes 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Throwing, Darnold, a ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Cincinnati.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point.
Back to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
24. Bengals 14. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
18. Come nice. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On first down, Daniels. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
Come on. Set. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
Daniels to throw on second down. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. The NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Corum. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready. Set. Go.
On first and 10, it's Corum. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Get it. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready.
Once again, it's Corum. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules, and what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands, based on where they are in the field, how they can remain friendly to the quarterback. Great execution here, leads to a nice game.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Corum. And and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers. Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Nice Cougar 19. I got him, man. I got him. Let's go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
22-yard line.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 20.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Cougar 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll run with Cora. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warrior 70.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On the set.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Pass's kick is good. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Bengals 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down with the pick.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Set. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Okay, break. Get it. Let's go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, right?
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good.
4th quarter coming up here on Thanksgiving night. And Thursday night primetime continues after this.
Ready up.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Down. Bronco 80.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1.
Ready? 19 tight. 19, 18. Let go.
Throwing now, Daniels. That's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Steady.
They run with Plural. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
6 is average. 6, Cougar 19.
They'll throw with Daniels. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he will go all the way. Darius Slayton, touchdown Bengals. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Bengals 20. Chad Ryland.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Y'all got to pardon my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We might have no Power Rangers. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't call the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch of my haters.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Ready, set.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the handoff, this is Cora. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Now Daniel. He'll throw complete to Blake Cora. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively.
Ready?
It's 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Ready?
Here's Daniel. Flushed to his left. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll go. Here's Daniels. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Here's 1st and 10.
We go, set.
They'll drop to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take this one in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Cincinnati. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will cut the deficit to 7.
Ravens 34, Bengals 27.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Yeah, Mike, and that should just about do it. They do have 1 timeout, so if you can get some stops, use your timeout. Theoretically, you can get the ball back. Not going to have a lot of time. Probably going to need a miracle finish.
Here we go. Let's go.
On first down, Daniel. It was a short one, caught by Kraft. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 7.
19 Lions. Get it. Viking 18. Get it.
Throwing is Daniel. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Third and a yard, it's Daniel.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Red. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one.